week's video begins a multi-part series on formative assessments that can be done with digital tools online. The first one we're going to look at is Socrative.com. To get started, go to Socrative.com and click on Teacher Login in the upper right corner of the screen. Don't bother filling in your email address and password. Simply click on Sign In with Google, and you can sign in with your school ID. When you sign in, you'll see a Welcome to Socrative page. You can click on the link to the user guide to get individual detailed instructions on all of the different features of Socrative. This multi-page document is a great resource for helping you use this tool to its fullest. When you first begin Socrative, it gives you a room code. This code is chosen randomly, but you don't have to keep it. Instead, you can change your room name to something your students will remember. Changing this code is important because students have a hard time remembering the combination of letters and numbers that Socrative automatically gives you. Assigning an easy-to-remember classroom name means less time spent helping students access the program later. Once you've changed your room name to something that you can use, click at the bottom to submit your changes. Now your changes have been saved. Socrative has 4 choices: Start a Quiz, Quick Question, Space Race, and Exit Ticket. In order to start a quiz or use the Space Race, you need to first create a quiz. In the upper right-hand corner, you'll see your dashboard, managed quizzes, and live results. Click on Manage Quizzes to create a quiz. Click on Create Quiz. You can also import them, look at the quizzes you've already created, and look at reports for quizzes that have been given. You have 3 different question types you can add to your quizzes. First, give a title. You can add multiple choice questions. In these questions, you select both the question and the answer choices. Click the X to the right of the answer choices you don't wish to add to this question. You can also check the box for a correct answer. Click Save when you're finished with the question. You can add a true-false question. Click Save when you're finished with the question. The third choice is Short Answer. In this question type, you write a question stem and students either complete the sentence or write in a short answer. You can also add in correct options. With each of these question types, you can add pictures to the questions if necessary. When you're finished with the quiz, click Save and Exit. To start the quiz, click on Start a Quiz. Choose the quiz from the list of quizzes that you have created. You have 3 options for giving a quiz. You can do a student-paced quiz, in which you get immediate feedback from students. You can do a student-paced student navigation quiz, where they have the option of jumping around between the different questions and editing their answers as they go. A teacher-paced quiz means that you select the questions and you send them out one at a time to each student. Students cannot proceed to the next question until you tell them to. Each of these 3 quiz types has different settings that you can choose to enable or disable at the bottom of the screen. When you've chosen the type of quiz that you want to give, click on Start at the bottom of the page, and it will take you to the live results page. As students complete the quiz, their answers will begin to populate the response table. You can choose to hide student responses or to show them. When students are finished taking the quiz or when the time you have determined is up, click on Finish. Socrative has 3 other choices. Space Race also uses a predetermined quiz. Instead of giving quizzes individually, this is a game in which students compete in teams to answer questions in a quiz. You select your quiz, the number of teams, you decide whether you're going to auto-assign the teams or students choose them themselves, and you choose an icon for students to view as they're playing the game. A third option in Socrative is a quick question. Just like in the quizzes, you have 3 choices: multiple choice, true, false, and short answer. The difference here is that for multiple choice and true, false, you do not type in a question. You ask the question aloud and students respond on their devices. For short answer, you type in a quick question and students respond with a short answer on their devices. You have the option to determine whether or not students can give unlimited responses and whether or not they can submit their answers anonymously or if their name is required. The last kind of option in Socrative is an exit ticket. In this option, students answer 3 predetermined questions created by Socrative. To show you what these questions look like, I have to log into the student side. Go to Dashboard, click on Settings, and click Log Out. Remember the room code at the top of the page. By the way, this is also how your students will sign in. Go to Socrative.com, and instead of clicking on Teacher Login, click on Student Login. In the box, type in your classroom code. Socrative asks for the students' names. The first question in the exit ticket asks students to determine how well they understood today's material. They ask them to talk about what they learned in class, and they're asked to respond to your teacher's question. This would be a question that you write on the board or give to students out loud. When students have submitted all of their answers, they're given this screen. I'm going to log out of the student side and show you what the student answers look like on the teacher side. I'll go back to Socrative.com, click on Teacher Login, and log in using my Google account. Because I have this exit ticket running, it's still going in live results. I click on live results and I can see the answers that I gave as a student. I can click on each individual question and look at all of the student responses. I can use the buttons to toggle between the different questions. To find out the percentages for the entire class for question number 1, click on How Do We Do button, and it tells me how many students responded on each letter. When all students have done the exit ticket, I click on Finish, and I have 3 options. I can get a report, I can go back to the chart, or I can go back to my dashboard. These 4 options make Socrative a useful tool in the classroom. Thanks for watching!